Welcome to the Pre-K for Me Unit 4 Overview, the World of Color. This is presented by the Early Learning Team. Here you see the Early Learning Vision and Mission, part of the Maine Department of Education. You can pause to read the full vision and mission. Unit 4, the World of Color. The goals for this overview are to learn some overall unit concepts, to connect concepts to read aloud centers in small groups, and to gain some tips to support your instruction and the flow of the unit. We will go over foundational concepts. We will use component overviews and make connections, and you will see the Pre-K for Me in action in Maine classrooms. The world of color, the big ideas. Children will explore the world of color and the colors in their world. They will learn that color can communicate information and ideas. They will experiment with color mixing, including tinting and shading. They will explore permanent and temporary colors, stains, and fading. Children will explore same and different and richness of diversity. The world of color unit concepts. Color can carry information. Different substances create stains of different colors. Color is an identifying feature of many natural things. There is an infinite variety of colors. Colors can be mixed to make new colors. Paints and dyes are used to color other things. Vegetables and fruits are often used as a source of dyes. Color variations provide many different shades and hues. Sun and washing often bleach colors, making them fade. The core read aloud books in Unit 4. The first story introduced is Max's dragon shirt. In this story, Ruby, Max's sister, tells Max that his pants are yucky and that he should get new ones. Their mom gives Ruby money to take Max to the store to buy some. But Max really wants to buy a dragon shirt. You will hear about what happens while they are shopping and discover why they aren't able to buy new pants and what they end up buying instead. The second story we introduce is Dog's Colorful Day. Here we meet Dog, who is white with one black spot on his ear. We hear about Dog's adventures and how he gets many colored stains on his coat. We also learn how his owner helps him. This story helps us begin exploring permanent and temporary. The third story we introduce is Nana in the City. The little boy in this story loves to visit his Nana, but he doesn't like the big city she lives in. The city scares him. You will hear about what his Nana does to help him feel brave and to not be scared of the city. The next story is The Lion and the Little Red Bird. In this story, the little red bird meets a lion and notices that his tail is green. The bird doesn't know why the lion's tail is green, and when she tries to ask him, she realizes they don't speak the same language. The little red bird spends the next few days following the lion on his adventures and discovering his tail is a new color each day. You will learn how the lion's tail keeps changing colors and how the bird eventually figures it out. The last core read aloud book is The Colors of Us. In this story, the mom and daughter explore shades of brown and skin colors. The little girl wants to paint herself, and the mom tells the daughter that she can mix colors to create different shades while she is painting. The characters compare skin color to things like cinnamon and pancakes, honey, and other things. This book helps students explore the diversity of shades of skin and will continue to connect to color mixing, tinting, and shading activities. Here you see a lesson plan for a read aloud. The lesson plan contains the information for all 4 story reads and information that will highlight key vocabulary as well as notes to help you in supporting vocabulary and language, as well as concept development throughout your read alouds. There are discussion questions for each story read. These centers. Here you see a centers lesson plan. Again, when you see the lesson plans for centers, you will notice key vocabulary as well as information to help you with introducing the center and some discussion questions and guiding and modeling ideas for your engagement during centers. There are also ideas for provocations that you can use to extend the learning. Another resource to help you support language development in centers are the center language supports. These are available for all the units, and they can be very helpful for all teaching staff, as well as visitors or observers in your room, and when you have substitute teachers. The Block Center in Unit 4. Students will participate in building a store, building a city, and building a cave. Building a store. This connects to Max's dragon shirt. In the story, Max and Ruby go to a department store. You can also make connections back to Corduroy, which was also set in a department store. Review with students that the stores have different departments, such as clothing, housewares, and that they also have fitting rooms. The stores had multiple floors, escalators, and a restaurant. Encourage students to create labels and signs for their different departments. Ask questions, encouraging students to compare their stores to those in the books, as well as to stores that are very well known to them. Use copies of the books as well as the resource to help students generate ideas. Building a city. Similar to building a store, students will also build cities. This is introduced in week 2 and connects to Nana in the city. Use the book to point out different parts of the city, such as neighborhoods, parks, etc. So show students images of surrounding towns and support them in brainstorming what they would include in their own city and town. Encourage students to plan their cities and to create maps. Use the resource to print signs for their cities. Students can also create signs for their cities. Building lion caves. This is introduced in week 4 and connects to the lion and the little red bird. Show students images of real Maine caves from the resource. Ask students questions such as, why is a cave a good habitat for lions or for bears, etc. Compare student caves to the cave in the story. Ask students about their process for building a cave and how the strategies compare to building towers or stores or neighborhoods. You might want to consider including beautiful stuff and nature items in your center for building caves. Dramatization in Unit 4. There's a laundromat, using brave capes, and the lion's cave. Laundromat. In this center, you will make connections to Max's dragon shirt. In the story, Max's shirts get stained. Discuss with students that the stain or dirty laundry can be washed in a washing machine, either at home or at a laundromat. Show students images of laundromats from the Art Studio Resource Center. There's also a folding resource. The Laundromat Center can lead to opportunities for sequencing, sorting, acting out scenarios of being a customer or the laundromat attendant. Encourage students to fold and even iron clothes. The images of laundromats are in the Art Studio resource. And here you see more pictures of students playing in the Laundromat Center. Using brave capes. In week 2, students will use brave capes that they have created in the art studio to play in the dramatization center. This connects to Nana in the city. Consider making connections to brave community members, such as nurses, firefighters, and have students act out those roles. You can see students here also showing a whole class picture of their brave capes. The Lion Cave. This is introduced in week 3. Your dramatization will turn into a lion cave. Using paintings and murals created in the art studio, you will create a lion cave, like the one in The Lion and the Little Red Bird. You can encourage story retelling in this center. Encourage students to take on different roles from the book. The art studio and easel in Unit 4. Building the laundromat, shirt painting, mosaics, brave capes, painting the lion's cave, tinting and shading, and self-portraits. Making the laundromat. Students will create the laundromat as the art studio center. Students will use images of laundromats as a resource to help them create washing machines and dryers and any other elements that you and your students brainstorm for your laundromat. T-shirt painting. In week 1, students will create t-shirts connecting to Max's dragon shirt. Use the book as a reference. Students can create a dragon shirt like Max, or they can design their own shirt. You could also consider cutting your t-shirt shapes on green paper, like Max's shirt was green. Mosaics. You will introduce this in week 2. Make connections to Dog's colorful day. Dog got many colorful spots on him. When you use many colorful squares or tiles or items together to create a picture, it is a mosaic. Use the resource to show students images of mosaics. Brave capes. This comes in the Art Center in week 3, connecting to Nana in the city. Encourage the students to include what they think will help them feel brave on their own cape. Have conversations about why they are using specific items or colors. Have a variety of materials available for students to choose from. Painting a lion cave. This is part of week 3, connecting to The Lion and the Little Red Bird. You could do this at the easel or use larger paper for students to create a mural. You see both options here. These paintings can then be put into your lion cave in dramatization. Tinting and shading is introduced in week 3. You will make connections to Nana in the city. In the story, the little girl and her mom explore shades of skin colors. You will make connections to the colors of us. Students will create tints and shades of various colors. You can also connect to Peter's chair and the activities related to that with the paint swatches used in those activities. Library in Unit 4. Researching laundry, signs, and researching paint colors. Here are the examples of the researching activities, so laundry and paint colors. Be sure to print the resource books for researching laundry, which is included in week 1. You'll make connections to Max's dragon shirt. In week 3, students will research paint colors. This connects to the stories of The Lion and the Little Red Bird and the colors of us. The Researching Paint Colors Center coincides with labeling paint colors at the Writing and Drawing Center. Signs. Students will also research and explore and create signs. They can use what they discover about signs to create their own signs. Discovery in Unit 4. Washing stains, color mixing, paint mixing, and mixing colors in shaving cream. Here you see washing stains, which is introduced in week 1, connecting to Dog's colorful day. The story introduces students to the word permanent, like Dog's spot, and temporary, like the stains he got. Students will explore washing stains. Ask questions such as, how did you remove the stain? And what happens to the water? Color mixing is in the Discovery Center in week 2. This center connects to Dog's colorful day. In the story, Dog gets several stains on his coat. Students will experiment with mixing colors to create new colors. Encourage students to predict what will happen when they mix certain colors. Compare the colors they've created with the stains from the story. Encourage students to record their mixtures and results. Paint mixing. Students will explore paint mixing in week 3. This connects to the lion and the little red bird and the colors of us. In the colors of us, Lena mixed colors to create the right combination for painting herself. Students will experiment with mixing colors to create new colors. Encourage them to predict what will happen when they mix colors and to come up with a name for the new color they have created. Mixing colors in shaving cream. This is another way that students will explore mixing colors. Along with the books from Unit 3, you can connect this to Dandelion from the Friends unit. The barber in a barber shop might use shaving cream. This center is another way that students will experiment with color mixing. Manipulatives in Unit 4. Pattern blocks, paint chip matching, and color word matching. Here you see some of the examples from manipulatives. Writing and drawing in Unit 4. T-shirt design, classroom color search, labeling paint colors, and self-portraits. Designing t-shirts connects to Max's dragon shirt. Students will create their own design for a t-shirt. Use the resource and refer to students' clothing for references and to show them that sometimes t-shirts have words on them. Classroom color search. This is in week 2. Students will search for colors around the classroom for their writing center. Use the maps students have created, the classroom maps. Encourage students to compare how many items they found in certain colors. As they are searching, make a comparison to Ruby looking for Max in the department store. Outdoor learning and nature extensions in Unit 4. Colors of nature, winter birds, maple sugaring, March winds, the signs of spring. And remember that the weekly grid has a link to a document with other extensions and how to bring nature into your classroom. Technology. Here you see a couple pictures of using Bee-Bots in retelling Dog's Colorful Day. Unit 4, small groups. Classroom maps, stains, color and shape bingo, alphabet memory, clay towns, color word matching, painting clay towns, partner portraits, and comparing self-portraits. Like other units, there are numerous small group activities that focus on unit concepts as well as literacy and math concepts. And again, you would carry on with the typical 3 groups per day, one being independent, one more of a low support teacher group, and then another one with more of a middle to higher support teacher need. Students will go to 1 group per day, and then those change after 3 days. And an example of a lesson plan from a small group. The lesson plan highlights key vocabulary, as well as ideas for provocations and discussions to help you support language and concept development. Here we see some small group activities from Unit 4. Partner portraits, which occurs during week 4 and is a medium support group. This comes in while there are other activities related to portraits and connects to the colors of us. Color and shape bingo is a small group in week 1. And Clay Towns is in week 2 as a high support group and connects with Nana in the City. Let's find out about it in Unit 4, maps, color fading, washable and permanent colors, traffic lights and signs, tinting and shading, color names, portraits, similar and different, creating paint, bird beaks, and distinctive colors of plants. Let's find out about it. Students learn even more information about concepts introduced through read-alouds. These sometimes contain a nonfiction book, and the learning in Let's Find Out About It will then connect to other centers, small groups, and activities throughout your day. As a reminder, there's often a resource that should be printed ahead of time. And an example of a Let's Find Out About It lesson plan again with key vocabulary highlighted and discussion questions to help support language and concept development. Here's a snapshot of SWIPLN activities in Unit 4, where you will build on and introduce new activities, working on phonological awareness, language, literacy, and math skills. And some of the math, remember math comes in during whole group, small group, and then centers such as manipulatives or other centers, and SWIPLN. Here are some pictures from math activities from small groups and large groups. You see shape pictures, color graphing, and math games. And community connections. Consider how you can connect with your community, such as having a police officer visit, which connects to Max's dragon shirt when Max visits with a police officer in the restaurant of the department store. And some tips for Unit 4. Many lessons, like other units, contain resources or templates, so check those out and print as needed. Be creative with color mixing activities, and consider family and community connections that you can make. Helpful links that are available on the PDF, Pre-K for Me Unit 4 directly, or you could use the link to the entire Pre-K for Me page. And then we have the link to the DOE Early Learning page. For questions regarding Pre-K for Me, you can contact Marcy Whitcomb at the email listed there. And you can find DOE online at the information listed on your screen. Thank you.